let's examine how urban giants are contributing to some of our most pressing global issues. We'll be focusing on three main areas: resource depletion, environmental degradation, and socioeconomic challenges. Let's dive in. Let's start with a resource we often take for granted: water. Large cities are voracious consumers of water, often depleting local sources faster than they can be replenished. Take Mexico City, for example. The city has been sinking for decades due to excessive groundwater extraction. Some areas have sunk by as much as 9 meters since the 1900s. This not only threatens infrastructure, but also reduces the aquifer's capacity to store water. From Bangalore to Los Angeles, many large cities are facing water scarcity issues, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable water management in urban areas. Large cities are also energy-hungry entities, often relying heavily on fossil fuels. This not only depletes non-renewable resources, but also contributes significantly to climate change. New York City, for instance, consumes as much energy as all of Switzerland. The city has made efforts to reduce its carbon footprint, but it still relies heavily on natural gas and oil for heating and electricity generation. The challenge for cities is clear: how to meet growing energy needs while transitioning to more sustainable sources. Moving on to environmental degradation, let's focus on a problem many of you can probably see, or rather breathe, everyday air pollution. Large cities, with their concentration of vehicles and industries, are often hotspots of poor air quality. It's not just an issue for developing countries. Paris has experimented with car-free days and odd-even rationing schemes to combat air pollution. London has implemented an ultra-low emission zone to discourage polluting vehicles from entering the city center. Cities like Singapore have taken innovative approaches to environmental problems, mandating green roofs and vertical gardens in new developments. Melbourne has embarked on an ambitious plan to increase its tree canopy cover to 40% by 2040. These strategies not only cool the city, but also provide additional benefits like improved air quality and biodiversity. Now let's shift gears to socioeconomic challenges, starting with income inequality. While cities are often engines of economic growth, the benefits of this growth are not always equally distributed. In many global cities, we see extreme wealth existing alongside deep poverty. In Mumbai, gleaming skyscrapers overlook vast slums. In San Francisco, tech billionaires drive past growing homeless encampments. This inequality isn't just about income, it manifests in unequal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. In Sao Paulo, residents of peripheral neighborhoods often face commutes of 2 hours or more to reach jobs in the city center, limiting their economic mobility. Addressing urban inequality is crucial not just for social justice, but for the long-term sustainability and resilience of our cities. Closely related to inequality is the issue of housing affordability. As cities become more attractive and populations grow, housing often becomes increasingly unaffordable for many residents. In Hong Kong, the average home costs more than 20 times the average annual income. This leads to longer commutes, overcrowding, and in some cases, homelessness. The housing affordability crisis is pushing cities to explore new solutions, from Singapore's public housing model to Vienna's social housing program. Finding ways to provide affordable housing while managing urban growth remains a key challenge for many large cities. As we wrap up, it's clear that the challenges facing large cities are complex and interconnected. Resource depletion, environmental degradation, and socioeconomic issues are not isolated problems. They interact and often reinforce each other.